Hello, I'm your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor Latricia Booker here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered. Where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power, and that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers more than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for the likes, subscribe, shares, all your comments and feedback. Thank you for all your financial contributions to my channel and for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. Kingdom people, I really do appreciate you all so very much. Thank you, kingdom people. Thank you. So, kingdom people, I am on location and you already know what I'm here to do. And if you don't know, then now you know. I am here to drop this beat, this word, this message. Yeah, just a little extra something, kingdom people. It is Friday today. So anyhow, kingdom people, I am the chain breaker, and you are chain breakers too. Are y'all ready to break these chains, kingdom people? Let's go. So listen up, kingdom people. Your path is protected by God. God is protecting your path. What do I mean by that? So we're in this journey. We're walking this path that God has set out for us, right, kingdom people? And so there's purpose in all of that. Our purpose is the path, so to speak. There's a pathway, if you will, I guess I want to say, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. You know how those walking trails where you go walk outside, sometimes in the wood or around a lake or something like that? It's like it's designed to take you a certain way, to get you to certain places, depending on where you start, where you finish, how far you want to go. The point is, it's a set out path. It's already there. It's already set forth. All you have to do is get on the pathway, the walking trail, if you will, and walk it. All you have to do is walk the path. It's already made for you. You don't have to go and put some cement in a whatever, in the pavement or in the grass or whatever, to make your own pathway, because it's already there. That part has already been done for you. And so in this aspect, that pathway has already been made out for you by God, because God has purposed you. He has called you, and He's called you to purpose, the purpose that He has set out for your life. And in that purpose, in you walking out that purpose, there is a pathway that you have to follow. And because God has put you on that path and you are following it, God is protecting it. Your path is protected by God. God is protecting your path. He's protecting your purpose. Everything concerning you, kingdom people, He's protecting. So why am I saying this, kingdom people? Here's the thing. We already know that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So the enemy is going to do everything he can. And he's supposed to. That's just part of what he does. To distract you from your path, to lead you astray off your path, just to get you off so you won't walk that path. The thing is, kingdom people, your path is protected. So what you don't have to concern yourself about is getting to where God is taking you, as long as you continue along that path. Yes, the enemy does try to come and throw you off and attack you and all those things. Yes, there are people that the enemy uses to try to tear you down, to try to, again, control you, throw you off your path by whatever means necessary in their minds. They do attempt to try to sabotage you, to throw you off your path. Yes, they do a whole lot, kingdom people. But this is what you have to remember, that your path is protected by God. In other words, it does, no matter what they do, it doesn't take away from the path that God has set out for you. It is just up to you to stay on that path. It is up to you to follow the path even while you're under attack. Yes, kingdom people, we have to get out of this thing where we're like, well, the enemy is doing this to me. I'm under spiritual warfare. And now I'm not saying that there is no credence to it. Absolutely. But it's part of the journey. It's going to happen to you along your way. While you're walking the path that God has set out for you, you're going to receive that. It's part of what comes with it. So, kingdom people, the thing is this. You have to adjust. You have to adjust and accept that this is just part of what comes with it. Yes, people are going to try to tear you down. They're going to try to deter you. People are going to run their mouth. People are going to, the ones that try to control you, the ones that try to tear you, no, that, whatever. It doesn't even matter, kingdom people. Your path is protected. So all you have to do is continue to walk, even in the midst of why they doing what they doing. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They are their father's children. They are children of the devil. They're doing what they're sent here to do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Now, you, kingdom people, have to make sure you're continuously doing what you are supposed to be doing, kingdom people, and that's continuing to walk your path. And again, even with all what they do, they're going to continue to do that. What you do is let God deal with them. And let me tell you something, kingdom people. When people are doing that at a heightened rate, or I'm wanting to say rate, when it's heightened, it seems like it's because you are walking your path. You are on the path. You are doing what it is God wants you to do. So I'm saying that to say, don't let that sidetrack you. Don't turn around. Again, I said this before, but that's part of the way you feed them. When you give them your attention, when you respond to them, when you, kingdom people, let them be second nature for you. In other words, just know that they're there. That's why God said to put on the full armor of God. So you will be able to stand against them, because they're going to come. They're going to do what they're supposed to do. But you continue to do what you're supposed to do. As long as you know your path is protected and it's nothing they can do about the purpose that God has set out for you, you just keep on walking. They're there to throw you off your path. And they're there to throw you off your path. It's what God has for you. It's what God is doing in and through you. And these ones, them ones who are trying to throw you off your path, they're not on their path that God has for them. And I'm hearing reprobate. I keep hearing that. Many of these ones are reprobate. God is not with them this journey. So don't let it get, I'm here, don't get your panties all up in a bunch. Don't get your underoos all up in a bunch. Let it be second nature. You have to adjust and learn how to manage as part of your journey, a part of your life. Now, I'm not saying it'll always be that way, and it's going to always be to the magnitude that it is. There are things that shift as you move on, but for a while they're there, and this is where you're at, the season you're in, and this is part of what can come. Just learn how to adjust to it. Don't let it throw you off. Just know that it's part of it. And we don't need to be whining and crying about it. I'm not saying you don't have your moments, but when you have your moments, you better be taking it to God. And because he's the one that gives you strength. He's the one that restores you. He's the one. So when you're going through these things, if whatever it is, depending on where you are, because sometimes it can be heavy, again, depending on where you are, go to God. But continue on your path because it's protected by God. He put you on the path. You don't think he's going to protect it for you? So regardless of what they're trying to do, your path is protected. That's why they're trying to take you off of it, because they know what God set out for you is what it is. They know it's nothing they can do about what God has already set out for you. They know that it's up to them to sabotage, not up to them, but they made it up to themselves. Only you can sabotage your pathway. Only you can sabotage fulfilling God's purpose for your life. And they are attempting to cause you to sabotage yourself. Some will say they are trying to sabotage you. Absolutely. But it's up to you, kingdom people. But you have to just know that your pathway is protected. As you continue to walk this path and continue to get strengthened by God and just let him show you what you need to see, learning the lessons you need to learn, because what's happening as you learn what you need to learn and as you release certain things from you that needs to be released, and God is correcting you in things and areas and building you up, you are getting stronger. That's what causes elevation. That's what causes ascension. So the more you're doing that, you may experience more attacks, but the more you elevate, the less those attacks will matter, because you come to a place where you are so confident in this thing and so sure, and you're just sold out, so to speak, that those attacks are funny. They can get funny. They can like tickle you, because it's like it becomes a joke to you. And then not just that, kingdom people, but God is showing you what's going on. You are very aware of what this is, what that is, what they're trying to do, and all along it has no bearing on you. And if you're not at that point, this is a message to you to get there, to continue. You can't be so caught up on who it is. Sometimes it's going to hurt when you find out or you realize and come to certain ones that's coming against you or feel a certain way about you. But I promise you, as you continue on your journey, when stuff be shown to you, it won't hurt no more. Why, kingdom people? Because you understand, and I mean, maybe I'm telling you this now as well, the enemy is going to use those, unfortunately, that some, not always, but many a times around you, close to you, if they have open doors. And many people do, unfortunately. Many people have demons. Not everyone, but many people do. Because we live in a fallen world, and an earth where the devil walks, seeking whom he may devour. So the enemy is using people around you, and so you have to know this and know that anybody may be used. Now, I don't want to go too deep into this, but depending on where people are in their walk with Christ will also determine who will and will not allow the enemy to use them. So there are those who absolutely won't, or they may have a moment, but it's not where you have to remove yourself from them. And I'm saying all that part to say, the ones that are not in Christ like that, and even if they claim that they are, but the enemy is using them, and the enemy is using them to try to throw you off your path, as far as you're concerned, they're not. And so you need to remove yourself from them. And I don't even mean to be going on and on about this, but for some reason I am. I just think it's so significant, because I hear and I've become aware of so many people that are really going through it and are feeling overburdened because of the attacks. And while I get it, at the same time, there are some adjustments that you need to make. And in making those adjustments, as far as so these things won't affect you, I'm not saying that they won't at all, but again, as you mature in this thing, it won't like that. Not like that. It won't. Especially, it definitely won't make you feel a certain kind of way. You get to a point to where you just recognize it for what it is and realize who and what they are, and you keep it moving. You're not phased. Now, if you're in a place where you're still overcoming that, then I'm kind of speaking to you in particular about this. You have to adjust. You have to adjust to the attack, so to speak. And I promise you, I'm not saying lay down and just get beat up. I'm saying elevate in the midst of these attacks. What I'm really saying is, don't be the devil. There's a devil attacking me. That's what he's supposed to do. What are you going to do? You have a responsibility is what I'm saying. Okay. I'm going to move on because I don't want to keep going into that. I feel like I'm going in circles. The message overall is your path is protected. And so knowing that your path is protected should give you some motivation to not be moved by those attacks. I guess is for the most part where I'm trying to go here. But again, you have to do your part so that that can be the case. Now, Deuteronomy 29 and 29 says, the Lord our God has secrets known to no one. We are not accountable for them, but we and our children are accountable forever for all that he has revealed to us, so that we may obey all the terms of these instructions. So, kingdom people, if God is revealing things to us, we're responsible for what he reveals to us. We're not responsible for what we don't know, what only God knows. But we're responsible for what he's revealing to us. And right now, God is revealing to you that your path is protected. So you can just walk on down that path. And also, God has revealed to you about the enemy and what he come to do. Steal, kill, destroy. He walks this earth like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. He said, put on the whole armor of God so you may be able to withstand. He also gave you authority to trample over scorpions and serpents' heads, and that nothing by no means will harm you. So these things have been revealed to you, kingdom people, and you are responsible. You are now responsible for applying and enacting that into your life, into your lifestyle, into the way you move, the way you operate, until you walk in that pathway that God has protected. It's up to you. God has revealed things to you that you are responsible for. You are responsible. So again, I don't know why I keep going here, but I'm getting this again. Stop whining and crying about the devil attacking you. That's what he's supposed to do. But your pathway is protected. Know that. Shake it off. Shake that devil off. And if you have some inner work you need to do, and we all tend to, for the most part, we're just at different places in that. Do your internal work. And before anyone jump in these comments, I don't mean to be tripping, kingdom people, asking what that means, whatever it means for you, go to God and ask God, what do you need to be doing? For the most part, it's healing, and it's letting him impute things in you, let him cleanse you, purge you, so he can work through you, so he can, again, depending on where you are on the pathway. It's different for everybody. We're all at different places, processing at different places, because we're all at different places. But what I'm really stressing here, I done turned this message into something else. Wasn't my plan. Stop whining and crying about the devil attacking you. When I come on here, listen, I'm not coming on here to have you whining and crying. And I'm not saying any of you all are doing that, but it does happen. About the devil attacking you and you under attack. And I'm going to say this. Many of you that are really under attack, I'm just going to say what it is. Not everybody. Put these things in its proper perspective. You wouldn't take offense if it ain't you. But for them ones, That's who I'm talking to right now. Some of y'all are under attack because you are one of them ones. Because you are a hater. You are trying to stop and block somebody. You've been voodooing and trying to blackmail. You've been trying to cause them harm. And that's why you're under attack. You're reaping what you've sowed. And you ain't going to be able to get no help from that. The only help you're going to be able to get from that is from God. And if you're a reprobate, I don't know what to tell you. Because I don't really know how that go. I honestly don't have those answers as of yet. If I ever will. It just hasn't been a thing for me as of yet. But kingdom people, for you kingdom people, your path is protected by God. So go ahead and walk your path. And I'm hearing again, God has given you authority to trample and tread over serpents' heads. And that nothing by no means will harm you. Let them attacks be second nature. Your path is protected. So the heck with them attacks. Keep on the full armor of God. I don't mean to be testy, kingdom people. I'm reminded how some people call me. They say I'm a trip. And I say sometimes, yeah, I am. People say I'm nice until I'm not. And it don't mean I'm not nice. But, I'm reminded of someone who not long ago kind of did some work for me. And, with what they were trying to fix and do, the aftermath of it, I said, don't worry about it, I'll take care of that part. And they were like, oh no, Will, I need to whatever. And I said, it's okay, I can do that, thank you. I was like, I appreciate you. And they said, this person said, oh, you are so sweet. And I said, well, I don't know about that. And he kind of cute. But I'm saying that to say that I knew what I meant by I don't know about that, because he looking like, who says that? When someone calls someone sweet, you usually say thank you or something. And I said, well, I don't know about that. But the reason why I said I don't know about that is because I can be sweet, but I can be not so sweet too, if need be. So anyway, kingdom people, just a little story time with you to help soften the mood. But for real, kingdom people, we can't be whining and crying about this devil. It is what it is. Recognize it. Again, I think I was trying to say, when I come here, I'm seeing these things to point these out, to confirm what you see, what you know, to remind you or to give you clarity on some things. Because this is what God leads me to do. It wasn't in my plans to do this. But I'm here. Someone not long ago made a statement about how we need to stop commenting and speaking on them and whatever. While I agree that is true in person or where it's inappropriate. But if God is moving people to point out the enemy, and it ain't me, just me, then that's what we gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what God moved me to do. And maybe in your life, and this is only for who this is for, maybe in your life, you maybe need to stop talking about them and gossiping about them or something like that. Because that's what I get with that. When I came across that, that's what I got from that. And this is the thing with that. If that's a personal instruction to you from God, that's for you. You don't want to impose that on everybody else. If I'm ever here speaking anything that's not for you or anybody for that matter, just don't eat it. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. What ain't for you, spit it out. It don't mean that we need to be arguing. And listen, one thing I ain't going to be doing is arguing with nobody. For what? It's up to you to receive the message. And if it ain't for you, don't. I never would go on nobody's nothing and be arguing and talking stuff to them. I would never. For one, I have more respect for myself. I have respect for God first. I have respect for myself, and I actually have respect for people, regardless of what they're doing. And I'm definitely going to respect their stuff. If it's yours, you got the right to do what you want to do with your stuff. I would not dare never. Even if I think you said something off or whatever, it's up to me to remove myself from you or just look past that part. So I don't know why I'm saying all this, but that's what's on me, on my spirit to say. You know, I done got kind of all off my path. Holy Spirit said, no, you on the right path. You on the right path, and it's protected. Your path is protected by God, kingdom people. Whole point. I know I done jibber jabbered and ribber rabbered and went all over there and went all up in here. I was all over the place. But you know, the message is still the same. Your path is protected by God. Okay? So out of all that, if you can just get that, and I just gotta add, stop tripping. Know what the devil is doing. Be aware of him. Even call him out if you need to. And what I mean by that, if God uses you to speak on it or whatever, even in your personal life, if God uses you in that way or whatever, however, God can do what he wants. Where God leads you, handle your business. Handle your business. But what I'm saying is, let the devil do his job and you do yours. Before I go, I almost forgot. Psalms 32 and 8. The Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you. So God is walking you along the best pathway for your life. He's advising you. And he's watching over you. So again, when these attacks come, God, just follow what he's saying. So what about all that? I feel like I'm kind of tripping. So what is part of the path? It's part of the journey. It's part of what comes with your call, if you will. It comes with it. I'm going to say this. I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. The devil ain't trying to just let you walk up in your stuff. Walk up in what God has for you. He ain't trying to let you just walk up in and do what God has called you to do. You know why, kingdom people? Because it's putting an end to his kingdom. It's shutting him down. He lost his chance. He trying to make you miss yours. Understand that, kingdom people. He's attacking, but you have more power and authority than he does. You have all the power because God has all the power and he has imputed it in you. Unless you don't, and if you don't, you might want to check and figure out who you really are. Like I said, some of you all are one of them ones. Not all of you. Some of you all, you just still growing and maturing. That's okay. This applies to you as well. Just stay on the pathway. Your path is protected by God. And the enemy is going to come. You just have to find some ways to handle that, appropriately. Anyway, kingdom people, I'm going to stop right here. Your path is protected by God. Okay? Okay. So, kingdom people, I am going to let that rest right there. Oh. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video, something like this from Kingdom People. So Kingdom People, also, if you are interested in any of the services that I offer and you want to know any information about me, my merch store, all that information is right down below in the description box. If you would like to sow a seed into me and my ministry, support the channel, that's also right down below in the description box. And so, yeah, Kingdom People, we are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers more than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom People, we are. Kingdom People, I love you all so very much. I really do appreciate you being here with me, spending this time. I really don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold you down. Kingdom People, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. So, kingdom people, that is my time. Jesus girl, she's out. Peace.